Hello. Hi, I'm here. I think mostly I'm here. Am I here? Kind of here. Doesn't matter here. But yeah, stage. Let's see. Icon's broken. So uh, see if that works. Then it won't look like a big white nipple. There, not a nipple anymore. Hello, Thomas. See, it's all fixed. A big pink nipple. How's your day going? Good. Going along smoothly. A crappy day like normal. Boring. Well, you came to the wrong place then, Thomas, because I'm boring as hell too. What happens? Come to a D stream. It'll be boring. But at least I'm here. What happens? See if anybody else shows up. Could be a really boring stream if I'm the only one here trying to talk to Thomas and have absolutely nothing to say. Except how desperate all these TV shows are getting. Just remember though, in 1 week I will be doing the late night stream of watching Strange New Worlds. After I will watch Strange New Worlds, and then I will come on do a live stream and talk about it and see if my head explodes. Oh, Darren Wagner. No, this ain't nothing. This is just me doing whatever. Hello, Bronco. I'd promised that I would stream today, so I'm streaming today. What about? I don't know, but I'm streaming. Could be all kinds of a range of topics from what I have as the headline of the stream, or it could be something else. It could be on how smoky it is for Bird of Prey right now. I just don't know. I could see actually how smoky it is. It doesn't look that bad today. You can actually see buildings today, so I'm semi okay. Franco, thanks for asking. Hope you're well too. But yeah, Midtown's kind of looking. You can actually see buildings, so not as bad as yesterday at this time. I had enough looking at that. Well, it wasn't as bad in the Midwest last week. I mean, kind of what New York looks like today was about as bad as it ever got in the West. It wasn't like yesterday when you couldn't even see the buildings. There was that at least. Let's see what's going on for today. National Day. Hey, get ready to pull that up and see what's going on today because maybe there's something that's good. Maybe there's not. Never know. Gotta wait for this damn countdown to get done so I can clear out these stupid ads. Ads are stupid. Let's see here. We will present the screen. Present the screen for what today is. Today is National Best Friends Day. Yeah, it's National Best Friends Day. And of course, I hit another thing, and it's trying to bring things up. Yes, National Best Friends Day. Whether they're near or far, old or new, best friends help us. It's World Ocean Day. Hello, Cinnabon. Cinnabon, who calls me the hater. Bounty Day. The mutiny triumphed. Always called for celebration. Yeah. Corpus Christi Day. International Day of Action for Elephants in Zoos. It's National Karen Day. Holy cow, folks. If you know a Karen, say hello to them or don't, because they might get angry at you. Hello, gorillas. Yeah, it's National Karen Day. National Name Your Poison Day. Mine would happen to be Fireball. There you go. National Upsy Daisy Day. If you want to pick somebody up, Upsy Daisy. Never mind. Thomas Paine Day. Not Thomas Potts. You're not a Paine, but Thomas Paine. And Jeffrey Nelson is in the house. Says, please consider praying Mecha Warrior 5. Perhaps your inner Mecha will emerge and you've never played a Mecha Warrior game. It would be fun to watch you learn. I'll think about that. World Brain Tumor Day. Harley Reese's birthday, Joan Rivers' birthday, blah blah, Kanye West's birthday, blah blah, who cares? All right, so that's all the national stuff for today. That's it. We are done. There you go. Just stick with beer, Franco. That's it. On other news, I am almost below 800 subs again, folks. We will cheer and adorn that one. I offended 2 more people overnight and they unsubscribed. Hello, Dalek. Dr. Alex will show up whenever Dr. Alex does, Dalek. Joan Rivers did die, Franco, but they still put up her birthday because they had nothing else to do. But I guess I could message Dr. Alex and let him know that I am live. Let's see, where are you? There you are. All right, so there we go. But Dalek, if you want to pop up, we can ramble on about some stuff too if you want. He'll be along at some point. The link is up at pinned at the top of the chat. Let's see, what else is going on today? Not too much. Kind of scroll through some things. And not much there that I can use. Twitter, let's see what's going on Twitter. Nothing. Nope. Transformer tickets are out now. You can go watch Transformers. Canada Bun says aliens are coming to eat us. I hope not. I'll be ate by an alien. Everybody's favorite NPR reporter, Andrea Seabrook, was streaming this morning from Costa Rica, where we learned that Bird of Prey 5 will be her future ex-husband. And yesterday I declared it's Mama Prey Appreciation Week, not just day. It's the entire week, folks. Yes, but I wouldn't run for mayor, and I wouldn't want to wear the bunny suit every day. No, no, no. Be hell. Zombie Box is here. Hello, Zombie Box. Everybody's got to love a good zombie. But the best zombie ever is Bub. People in Vegas say they saw a bright light, and a family said they saw a 10-foot alien in their backyard. No, that was Elihu on stilts. And the bright light was him trying to light his. Now, apparently, Elihu had dinner with Chris Knight last night in Vegas. Yeah, they had dinner together. So, there could be love in the air. Who knows? They had dinner together. We'll figure out later on. Hello, Crimson. Back to has Elihu done anything today on his thing except for complaining about not sleeping last night because music was too loud in his apartment, and he whined and cried and had the hotel switch him to another location in the nope, he didn't. He hasn't done anything. So that was the up thing. He earplugs didn't work. Still hear the music at 3 a.m. Hotel manager moved me to a different room facing away from Fremont Street. Only thing I heard is a train go by. Not on the top floor, but 18th. So he's up there high. If he falls out, he could get boomed. Yes, Thomas, it does sound like a date to me. Why, Hugh and Chris Knight, the real review, had a date last night and had dinner together. Then, of course, Elihu posted a picture of Chris eating and tried to tell us all to hush, not to let anybody know that he took the picture, even though it was on Twitter. Looks like there were some drinks involved too. So there's that. Jeffrey saw lights in the sky on Guam and moved like no terrestrial aircraft can. But it was a vast distance on a cloudy day, not some close encounter. Well, it could have been Bird of Prey flying because usually when he's flying, whatever he is flying, moves like no terrestrial aircraft can because he's just lost control. All you gotta do is watch his Kerbal streams. You'll know that to be a fact. Plus, he used to do the other flying the airplane thing, but he quit that fairly early. What else is all going on? Franco saw a bright light in the sky years ago, but it was because he passed out drunk underneath a street lamp. Been there, done that. I was walking home drunk from a bar one night and seen these two lights coming at me. realized I was out in the middle of the road. Decided to get back on the sidewalk. Crimson says, one night back in 1998, I saw a light south of where I lived at. Time, go up, up, till it disappeared. Yes, Thomas, Elihu is desperate to win name that tune that he is now taking Chris on dates. And Jeffrey says, if you live in Guam, you'll see lots of different military aircraft. The B-52 and F-22 come to mind. Still slow right now because I don't think Mr. Longdale's movie's over with. That's probably where LDG is hiding out. Let's see. Hi, Dave. Dave G is in the house. Could have been a firework or it could have been a rocket. Never know. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in. Shut up, Dean. You don't need to sing. Chronos, stop hiding. Chronos and Bird are both lurking in the background. They haven't come out to talk yet, but they are lurking. It just happens that way. Canada still is blowing smoke at us. Just the wrong kind of smoke. And here I thought it was legal in Canada. I could at least throw a bunch on there and get everybody stoned. Make something useful out of those wildfires. Come on, Canada, do better. Crimson says here in Utah we have quite a bit of military installations, including the test range for the local Air Force base at Proving Grounds. Yes, they do. And a bunch of counties from Washington trying to secede to join Utah, make it an even bigger state. Yeah, there's nothing secret at Area 51 anymore. They moved all the alien stuff out of there and moved it up to. Uh, Area 51 is just a distraction now. Still sad all those people didn't try to run in there. But a year ago, 2 years ago, still sad that didn't happen. That would have thinned out the stupid. It's always the fun thing. Watch the stupid get weeded out. See what else is going on. I'm just going to scroll down what's trending on Twitter. Doomcock was trending earlier. Star Trek Online's trending now. AI generated. Oh shit! I said AI. God damn it! Now LDG will show up. Kaplow, bird. Gotta stop saying that. 2 letters. Two letters will get you in trouble. Like saying Bloody Mary in a mirror or some shit. It'll get you. And here is Berto Prey 5, God Emperor of Kuroga.
Hello world, it's Berto Prey 5, Kapla.
Yep, we're just doing a little random streaming here since you have the day off, Bird.
I see, yeah.
You don't have to produce anything. You don't have to worry about anything. We already did National Day earlier. There was nothing important going on absolutely at all, except National Karen Day.
The only thing of interest I did today was laugh at Elihu, who has been posting on Twitter. He's in Vegas, and he was bitching that there was too much noise going on outside his hotel room. He got up to pee in the middle of the night, and he shows it on video. He goes to his balcony, and there's noise, there's music, and people partying, and he's complaining to the manager that there's too much. I was like, what are you complaining? That there's a party going on outside? That you went to Las Vegas. That's what you do. I said he's like Captain Picard who went to Risa and bitches that people are asking for Jamaharan. Like, you went to Vegas. What did you expect? I can't believe you're complaining to a hotel manager that it's too lively outside. Go down and join them. Even I would go down, and I'm not a people person. But when I'm in Vegas, that's the whole point of going to Vegas.
Apparently at 3 o'clock in the morning, they changed rooms for him so he could get some sleep.
You know, you go to Vegas because you get that itch or whatever, and you get it over with, and you can go back to being an introvert the other 362 days of the year.
Last night, he posted a picture that he was on a date with Chris Knight.
Oh my God. That's terrible.
He was having dinner with Chris.
I wonder which one of them got lucky.
I don't know, but I
don't think either.
Elihu,
they both got less lucky.
I think Elihu was hoping to get some pointers for Name That Tune.
I believe that.
I've yet to see a picture with Kai yet, so I don't know. And I've not seen a pie in the face or a haircut yet, so I'm disappointed by this trip so far.
Yeah, I don't see him putting $5 into a slot machine either.
You know, Cinnabon is saying they started all the Canadian wildfires smoke all the people in New York, so the aliens are trying to make you smoky for taste.
I believe that, Gage.
And Cinnabon wants to ban libraries, which is going to irritate Professor Brainy Specs if he ever shows up. I announced earlier that it is Mama Prey Appreciation Week. By next week, it'll be Mama Prey Appreciation Month.
That sounds good to her, I'm sure.
We're eliminating Pride Month, and it's just going to be Mama Prey Appreciation Month. I have so ordered it.
Ciso Prey had to put up a video just as a general FU to me and Mama Prey and Republicans. And it has Charlie saying, Happy Pride Month. Ah, poor kid doesn't know what he's being used as propaganda.
Yep, and oh boy, here we go. We've got the conspiracy theorist himself, LDG.
Hey man, I'm having a brain fart, Deej. What month has 28 days in it?
February.
uh,
But every
too
4
easy
years
sometimes.
Every 4 years it has 29.
You might want to think about that again.
No, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not going to let you have that.
You just realized. Okay.
Now go spell run. Thomas Potts says Mama Prey should get a whole century of appreciation for dealing with Bird.
That's not a bad idea, Thomas.
There we go. So LDG is attempting to make jokes today, not working.
It worked just fine. I got you and Bird on the same joke.
You were the only one that laughed. It's not getting anybody unless more than just
Yeah,
you
okay.
laugh.
I didn't realize
whatever.
it was a joke. I thought
It's not a joke. It's a what do you call it? One of those things you read about when you're in the
If
bathroom.
you don't even know what to call it, then how is it a joke?
It's an IQ test. Every month has 28 days in it.
it's an IQ test.
Yeah.
So what's the IQ number then?
He don't know.
You have to take a full test for that.
Hello, last son.
You really want me to?
So it's not an IQ test?
So it is or it isn't?
I don't think that's an IQ test. I think
It's
that's
an
a
IQ test
brain
question.
teaser.
The brain
I don't
teaser.
believe
That's
it
an
is an
that's
IQ
what I call an
test.
IQ test. Yes.
IQ tests are not brain teasers. You understand that?
They are in my book.
Well, then you're an idiot.
Well, there we go. See, it doesn't matter. It still stands.
Coming from the man who thinks that if you get paid, even though you did a job for free, that you're doing it for free.
Nice way to garble that one up.
The way I said it was factually correct.
Yeah, okay.
It was. Tell me where I was wrong.
If you work and don't get paid, you're working for free.
But if you're getting paid from other sources from doing that work, you're still getting paid.
But you're not doing it for doing that work. That's the point. YouTube didn't pay you for cutting that yard.
But you had to do that work to get paid from YouTube for having that
Nope.
video.
No, you could have done anything. That's a completely separate job.
No.
Yeah. It's like a second job. Having a YouTube channel is like a second job.
Somebody should at least explain to the people what the issue is that you're fighting.
Okay, people, I'll explain this. A guy goes out, asks an elderly lady to mow her yard, says he will do it for free for her as long as he can record it to put up on his YouTube channel so he could get paid from his YouTube viewers.
By uploading a video.
Of something that he did.
By uploading a video.
Of something that he did.
By uploading a video. It could have been a him
something
storytelling
he did.
what he
Of course,
did.
Aaron,
It could have been
of course.
anything. You know, say what you want. I mean, he worked for free.
And it doesn't matter. Whatever he did, he still did it to upload to get paid.
For the risk of getting paid.
No, he was pretty much
Not guaranteed money.
As many subscribers as he's got, anybody that watches the video, he's going to get something out of it.
Lawnmower videos can instantly trend down and nobody watches them.
No.
It's risky money.
The thing
YouTube
is,
could strike it. You could get your channel struck
what
down.
The hell? What could YouTube strike it for? He's mowing.
Yeah, anything could happen.
He has as
dude.
much of a chance of it being risky as he could have got hit by a bus on his way home from the office.
We know
there's nothing
I've-
guaranteed.
Well, I've uploaded videos of mowing, but I know for 100% fact I'm not going to get paid for those because I do
Exactly.
not have the subscribers to get paid for it.
Well, there you go. Not everybody makes money off doing that.
But he had
Thank
the
you for proving my
subscribers.
point.
But he had the subscribers.
So what? Still working for free.
Shut
A
up.
capitalistic view would get paid to do it.
Well, and there's how we handle that debate. We win. LTG lost.
I
Real
gotta
capitalists would have
say,
charged the woman.
no, a capitalist, he was making money. He was perfectly fine as a capitalist. He had a sound business strategy. It was a way to make money, a winning business formula.
And I just realized this is why I'm losing subscribers, because I host dumb arguments like this, folks.
You have the proof?
I think just the fact that I think the initial argument's fine. I think when it goes on for an hour, that's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah. You
You
guys
gotta
just can't accept the
5
truth.
minutes to it and then move on.
All right, next argument. I have no idea. I won Birdle today, even though I didn't do it as good as Bird did, though. Put me an extra round.
I got it in 3 on hard mode.
Tired of hearing your hard mode thing. Go take your hard mode and shove it.
Hey, I have the right to exist. Blow me.
We help you if you need recognition.
That was a
We don't have that.
cool stream, unexpected stream from Andrea Seabrook this morning. For those who weren't there, old time. It was a couple of years ago. She was
It was a few
There's
years ago since she was around.
a few years
us.
ago, since she was around for one of the regulars for a short time.
Then some people offended her.
Was that why she left? I thought she just got busy with life.
I think she got offended that some people thought she was just hanging around to do a news story for NPR.
No, I still think that might be a possibility, but
Well, I did too.
I don't think that. A
But
little
this
less.
this is America. We can have that opinion.
Yeah. If she was, I think she would have done it though by now.
Yeah. Then again, I never really paid attention to NPR to see if there was a story or not. It was nice to meet her ex-husband and her future ex-husband all in the same stream, though.
I didn't know she had a serious medical scare.
Me either.
And she didn't want to talk about it, which is fine. I get
I
it.
didn't even know she had a kid until he popped up on the stream today.
Oh no, I knew she mentioned having a kid.
But I don't know. She can't tell the difference between buckwheat and alfalfa.
Yeah, that's not really a nerd question, dude.
It's in my book.
I don't think Little Rascals are a nerd icon.
And Franco, the last I
Isn't the
heard,
main character a nerd?
no, not in the Little Rascals.
Alfalfa wasn't a nerd?
No, alfalfa was just a horrible singer.
He just looked weird.
Yeah. Not sure about how Pop's doing because last night I seen that he was streaming. Said something about going in today. I haven't heard anything since.
He was thanking people on Twitter for help. Apparently, he was able to pay his rent And his plan now is to, with a little extra help, there's somebody in Arizona that said he could stay with them, and they just need to get some money to rent a van to come pick him and his stuff up and his dogs and bring him from California to Arizona. That's the plan.
It's not that far, is it?
It's not terribly far, but I mean,
Like, what, 2 states? 1 state?
it's next door.
Next door,
Arizona
yeah.
borders
Next door.
California, but the trip across from San Francisco to, I'm assuming it's northern Arizona. I'm not sure. It could be southern. It could be Phoenix. I don't know.
Can't wait for the-
But either way, it's several hours, and you need a quality van to get over the Rocky Mountains.
Unless
That's
you
why
head
I
straight
assume-
south.
Yeah.
They want to rent.
Head south and go over the desert.
It's even coming from San Diego, there's still some mountains you gotta go over.
I remember that far back. I was clear in 2000s, early 2000s when I was out in Cali.
It's nothing compared to northern, but there's still some elevation. And then, where he's going in Arizona is gonna really be a big, I don't have those details.
Franco says he's 55 and don't know who the Little Rascals are. Oh,
That's
Everything-
surprising.
every Sunday morning I grew up watching the R Gang show. Serials from Clearback, black and white.
Unless Franco is not from the United States, maybe.
Oh, that's true. Not me, Richie. Pop culture.
Pop culture curator. I've been watching for the last couple of days this YouTube channel. It's just a woman who's a realtor who lives in Sedona, Arizona, and she just talks about all the stuff about moving to northern Arizona. Not that I'm moving there, but just to see the sights and whatnot. And apparently, like Sedona, the cost of buying a house in Sedona is equal to that of Scottsdale now. And like the average sale price of a home in both Scottsdale and Sedona is 1.1 million. I'm like, what the? How is that possible? How is that possible?
It's insane these days.
It's incredibly insane.
I will stick to my cardboard box.
He blames it on friggin' Airbnb. He says everybody's leaving to sell their houses for Airbnb rentals.
I don't see that. I think it's just a bunch of idiots decided let's mark up the prices. And oh, it's the Oregon counties. 12 Oregon counties have voted to secede. Western Oregon. Don't blame them.
Mr. Lundell's like, Californians exiting that hellhole of the state to jack up prices everywhere else is the cause. And hello, Pegaport, and hello, Jay. And we have no leaders here. The aliens are
see.
just going to come.
What's his face? The governor of California is trying to push an amendment.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't know how amendments are. He wants a constitutional convention. He doesn't know how that works.
Well, either way, whether they do it by amendment or convention, I'm at least happy that he understands it can't be just a law of Congress. If you want that, you need to do an amendment. So
But I don't think he realizes it takes 35 states to approve it.
it doesn't matter. He can try. He's allowed to try. You could wait a long time. You know, there are still amendments that haven't passed yet that were proposed.
Yeah, the Equal Rights Amendment. That's still waiting on states to approve.
I think that expired, right? I thought they wrote into that an expiration date.
I think it finally did like 2 years ago. I'm just glad that I am the original trilogy Star Wars champion from last night on Gaskar's stream.
He wants a convention to modify the Second Amendment. Although, as he says, keep it, but with restrictions.
Add in all kinds of restrictions. And change the age for people to buy and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And
A bunch of BS and then just a ridiculous, like, oh, and a backdoor to basically make everything illegal.
I say we just let California go make its own country. We don't really need it.
I'm okay with that as long as they pay off their share of the debt.
We can grow our oranges in Florida and Georgia. One week away from Strange New Worlds there, Bird.
Just as I'm starting to feel better. Sounds good.
Hopefully you don't do like me and stay up late at night just to watch it so I can rant about it on a live stream afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch at the middle of the night.
So you better, if you see that I've streamed, don't watch it because it will probably be full of spoilers of me bitching about how stupid it was. We'll see if these middle of the night streams, if Salty shows up again.
Yeah, because he'll probably wait because he's gonna want to stream with Danny, and Danny's not gonna watch him in the middle of the night.
I don't know. He still showed up to mine on the last 2 episodes of Picard.
Oh, he'll go to you. Yes, maybe
Yeah.
that's now.
Aaron Wagner says hashtag silence LDG. Well, he's been quiet, so can't silence LDG. He's doing it on his own. Can't think of anything
There
else.
Hell of a lot of stars on that flag in LDG's avatar.
Looks more like 50.
Like 100.
You know, you didn't even say, yeah, but the funny thing is you only said that because you know it's AI, not that you
Of course.
actually counted.
Of course, I know it's AI.
Exactly. You didn't count. There might be
But I
50
can
there. You never
clearly
know.
see it's well more than 50.
Count them.
Make the
52.
screen bigger. Starting from the bottom
You're
left.
actually going to count them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I would say I'm a third of the way and I'm up to 20. So I'd say there's probably 62 stars on that flag.
All right, so at least they got the minimum. Good.
Yeah, but there's like 18 stripes.
It's a
Oh
star
my
of the
God.
future, okay? It's the future American flag, what it's going to look like in 100 years.
Oh, this is
All right,
exciting.
you
There's
happy?
14 stripes just for the blue background.
Yeah, that's what that thing's way off.
The symbol.
You're relying on AI and it's causing you to be
Yeah.
dumb.
20,
Yeah,
at
okay.
least 20 stripes and 60 something stars.
Yeah, Thomas points out the stripes never change, LDG, so it can't be a flag of the future.
Well, you never know.
No, we do know there will never be more than 13 stripes.
The 13, the original 13 colonies.
Maybe we found a couple.
Hello, Philip.
The unknown colonies.
Boy, I'm glad that LDG isn't in charge of a history channel or anything like that, because he would really have these poor kids screwed up worse than they already are, because most of them, if you ask them what state Missouri is in, can't even tell you that.
So LDG wanted me to put AI in charge of Bertle.
That was a good idea.
That's right, I agree with you, Philip. Down with Skynet.
You're not going to goat me into a AI conversation. I can
No,
easily
but
fix that flag so it has the right number if I had more time with the AI on that image.
no, Thomas, the kid that answered what state is Missouri in said London, not Paris. Another one couldn't even tell what year it'd be 100. What year was it 100 years ago?
Well, that's a tough one. 1962.
Oh, they had a few that said 1940s.
I like it when you ask people to put certain wars in order. And like the Revolution, the Civil, World War II, Korea. And you give it to them in order. And then they're like, I have no idea. I'm not a history major. You get the excuses.
At least Franco knew it was 1923.
Wow.
Most of them couldn't even answer how many states were in the United States.
How many states were in the United States 100 years ago?
No, right now. How many states is in the U.S. right now? They could not answer it.
Hmm.
These are college kids.
Does state of emergency count as a state?
I don't know. And yes, Richie, there was a question like that too. Face it, these kids are not actually learning anything real. They're learning to be.
Crest.
Hey, Tim.
I live in a state of despair. Does that count?
I live in the state of insanity.
That's pretty close to the truth.
One kid actually said, Phil, that 50 states, unless they count Hawaii as a state, and then it's 51.
No.
Franco Walker is in England and English, so that's why he didn't know who the little rascals were.
And he's excused.
Markrell says the kids were asked, "Where is the Berlin Wall?" and they answered Jerusalem.
Ooh, I gotta.
At
ask
least I
Mars.
get the logic of that.
Mars got to come to the underground sometime soon. I got to ask him something.
There you go, Mar. Tim has important questions for you.
It's about restoring castles in Germany. Is it worth it?
Why can you pick up a castle
Well,
for the cheap?
there's a girl I work with. She says one of her goals is to get 4 of her friends together, and they want to move to Germany and restore a castle and live there. I just want to know if it's feasible or not.
And Mr. Landau, we're not talking actual succession. We just want to kick California out.
Oh yeah. String a couple nuclear explosives along the fault line there, so that fall off the country. I didn't say that.
Yeah, and don't say that on Twitter. You'll get nailed for that. Somebody cranked up the AI bot before they got fired or quit or whatever.
Mar, how many castles are out there that are available for restoration?
Oh, Richie, we don't want Texas to leave. No, not Florida either.
Well, no, LDG's in Florida right now.
They're keeping LDG in line for us. Mark Krell says, since when am I the Alexa for castles?
You're in Germany. I figured you've got firsthand knowledge, man. I don't know.
Not all
Can't be that big
Germans
of a
know everything about Germany. Jeez. Okay, why do I see a picture of Sergeant Slaughter giving Cobra Commander the Cobra Clutch? Ready then. Jay says I wasn't one of them that was asked questions. No, they were only asking the young college kids questions that anybody should know that they couldn't answer.
Yeah, Mara, I also told her that I hope she doesn't plan on like ordering anything from the States if she goes to Germany. Judging by the problems you have, I think she's going to have a hard time.
Thomas says Tim is showing us his white nipple. Oh, last son, it's don't be a jabroni like fuck Hulk Hogan. We better stop the wrestling talk or Shifty will show up. And then start demanding to name that tune nothing but wrestling songs. Oh, there's Kronos. I knew Kronos to be in. And then Kronos leaves us. So who's going to go watch this crappy Transformers movie?
Not
I'm
even
not
if
gonna
it was
go.
free.
I'm not gonna go watch it.
I didn't like the Beast Wars animated show. Why would I want to see a movie with Beast Wars in it?
I wasn't really fond of it either. I had friends that were like, "Oh, it's the greatest." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's kind of weird, kind of dumb." Especially when they started interacting with the arc from the original show. Then I'm like, no. and why are they so small?
Thanks, Franco, but I had like 106, and last night I had 806, and last night I had 802. I'm going backwards. Probably by tomorrow I'll be back under 700, 800. I'll be in the 700s again. And of course, Philip Gaming went and watched the Transformer movie. Hopefully the one about the robots and not about the dude. And Jay says Sacrilege Beast Wars was awesome. No, Jay, Beast Wars was not awesome. Nothing is better than Generation 1 Transformers. No, Cinnabon, it's not because I publicly said I liked Hoshi either. Most people do like Hoshi. Only you that don't like Hoshi.
I like
Keiko.
Queen Empress Hoshi.
That Queen Empress Hoshi was really hot.
Hell yeah.
Cinnamon still says pretty sure it's the reason. Probably because Cinnabon unsubbed me. They said I liked Hoshi. Now Thomas Potts is. Mr. Londell, though, says Hoshi is a hottie. So does Richie Poole. See, me and Richie don't agree on much, but we agree on women that are hot. And yes, Thomas, next week you'll see me doing Star Trek again. Middle of the night rants. Then about a week after that or so, you'll see me doing middle of the night rants of the new Walking Dead TV series. Late night streams. Tasha Yar was semi-hot.
She was hot when she was in that drunk episode.
I didn't like her hairstyle though. It looked like it was all spacked down.
Yeah, short hairs. Almost never good on women.
I was too busy looking at her tits when I was.
Although Dax pulled it off.
Esri pulled it off.
Yeah, Ezra.
Shalondale said Tasha Yar was never hot.
Well, that's why you put a bag over her head and she's fine.
Hey, put a little smiley face on the bag there, Mr. Londell. which would be kind of creepy in itself.
The bag accidentally turns around.
It
And
has
I'm
that.
looking at the bag. Oh my God.
Well, put a frown face on the back of the bag. Or one with a little
Put a little
circle for
tear
mouth open.
coming out of the eye.
Bill says I've seen every Transformer movies, even the 90s Japanese Beast War movies on the big screen.
I'm sorry. I think there's explanations there.
The only one I've seen on the big screen was the animated one with Dare to Be Stupid in it, where they killed Optimus.
I begged my parents to take me to that. They're like, we're not taking you to a cartoon movie. Okay. But then we watched, like, I can't remember what Disney freaking movie it was. It was like a year later. I'm like, really? It's a cartoon movie. Why could I go to see Transformers? Damn it. I actually didn't see the Transformers animated movie until, like, God, I think it was like 93 or 94 when I saw it on VHS at Suncoast Video. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy that.
Dang, you were late.
Yeah. My parents' apology, though, for that was they got me a booklet, a story booklet. You know those dumb little red things you stick over the toy box? You know, when you buy the Transformers toy and it's got their little power meter thing, you stick the red thing over it and it shows you their power level. You know, this book had that. So you put that over the image and you could see the image, you know, the pictures. And it was all like still images of the movie. So I kind of got the gist of what was happening, but I still never actually really understood what happened in the movie. And then when I got back to the show, and I'm like, where's Optimus? Who the fuck's this Rodimus Prime guy? What the fuck's happening here? What? Yeah.
What the hell did I miss in the movie?
Yeah. I mean, they recapped enough, and I'm like, oh, okay, so Optimus died. Well, that's great.
And all the little children cried.
Yeah. I wasn't one of them, but
Except me. I didn't cry.
I didn't really cry either. I was like, oh, Optimus is dead. Well, okay. He's a robot. They'll bring him back. It's like I knew they were going to bring him back. They eventually bring everybody back, you know?
I more or less went just to hear Weird Al. That was it. Not smoking crack, Justin.
I would never do a drug named after a part of my body I have no respect for. And believe me, nobody has respect for my crack.
Mine neither.
Sometimes mine goes off like a French horn.
I was doing that all last night after I ate the baked beans.
Right? Yeah, you too? I didn't have beans, but I was fucking all fucking night.
I had to leave the air conditioner run all night just to recycle the air in the room. It was looking like New York City.
Yep. Yeah.
At least the air quality is a lot better in New York today because I checked out when we started this live stream what the webcam from Statue of Liberty looked like, and you could at least see the city today.
Huh. Bird, what's the air like over there?
You got the touch.
It's currently better than it was, but tonight it's supposed to be awful.
What are you guys doing over there?
It's Canada.
It's fucking Canada.
What's Canada doing?
They're
Burning
burning everything
shit.
up.
The fuck are they burning?
Forest. Burning up all the timberland.
Why don't they cut it down to make a house? Do something useful with it.
And it's worse because it's burning up all that maple syrup too, and it's just really making it bad.
Yeah.
I think the maple syrup would help put it out.
You're cleaning out my daughter's kitchen, the other day, and my folks said they thought they found this bottle of booze, and they're like, "Well, we'll take it home." I'm like, "I'll take it." Oh, okay. Well, we may not like it anyways. So I get it home and I open the bag and I pull it out and I'm like, "Wait a minute, this isn't booze. Look at this is syrup. It's salted vanilla syrup. It's the kind of shit you put in like some gas stations have for coffee, you know? It's like flavor shot syrup kind of stuff." I'm sure like that's totally not alcohol.
They wanted you to drink it and get diabetes.
I did take a little sip of it just to make sure I was right about that. And I'm like, yep, that is not alcohol. That is
Cinnabon yelling, "We could be all playing poker while you chat," but no. We come up and start a game of poker, Cinnabon.
I only poke her if she reciprocates.
No, Kronos, you didn't say hi to Phil yet. I was hoping Elihu would show up so we could get him drunk and go wander around the Vegas Strip.
Is he still in Vegas? Wait, when did he go to Vegas?
He just got to Vegas.
He just got there?
Yeah, he had a date last night with Chris Knight.
Oh.
They went out to dinner.
That
That might be the reason why he's not around today. They might have went to one of those little chapels.
Wouldn't that be a stitch? Chris Knight's next show. I need to get divorced. Is that a name that tune?
Chris Knight, just in, Chris Knight went to Vegas, got really drunk, and woke up next to Elihu with rings on their fingers. Film at 11. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, yes, Mr. Londell. They went out to dinner last night together. I just...
I could just see Londell's face right now. Oh my god!
What's this
Darren.
first night getting married?
Well, that's
We're
what I'm
just assuming.
suspecting.
Oh,
Him and Elihu
Right.
are in Vegas at the same time. They went out to dinner last night. So
yeah, an intimate dinner, no doubt, with white wine spritzers and Bud Lights.
well, I don't know. It looked like a Long Island iced tea.
Oh shit, that's commitment.
Let me get this picture brought back up of the dinner.
Tim, you're gonna want to refresh your avatar because it's coming up as the white nipple on.
Man, I don't know. Do I supposed to refresh myself or like?
No, just change
Well,
your
what I-
picture.
You
Oh,
just delete
change
that
the-
one and then take the same picture and create the new avatar.
Oh,
with the
okay.
same
All right.
picture.
Oh, shit, yeah.
If
We'll
you got
put on-
multiple pictures,
Oh,
just switch
I
them
know.
back and forth.
Oh
We'll use this
damn,
Maybe we'll use that.
that looks kind of familiar.
Nah,
I've
that's when you
seen
had me make him in a doofy. Yeah, I remember that.
I think I've seen that face before somewhere.
Daffy, whatever his name is.
See, here
That's
was
the
the picture.
cousin from DuckTales.
Doofus.
Here's
More
the
like
picture
Scrooge
is.
McDuck.
that Elihu
Yeah.
took while they were out on dinner. Now, doesn't that look like a Long Island iced tea right down there in front?
Either that or a cola, watered down cola.
We're not going to say it's watered down. Say it's a Long
Does it
Island.
mean does he look like he's about to cry?
I think so. I think maybe
He looks-
Elihu's
There's a little bit
twisted
of pouty face there.
He looks very peaked there. It's like, what is he on? Like a 7th booster?
I don't know. But maybe Elihu switched it around and he's locked Chris up in a dungeon.
Ugh.
Nothing surprises me at this point.
Let's
I
see.
haven't heard anything from Elihu since like an hour or 2 hours ago now.
LDG, is that your Borg cube there in that avatar?
Yeah. AI inspired computer case.
Oh. So no case, just there, insides.
Yeah.
There, there.
Mhm.
No.
Perfect ventilation.
Well, it's a
not- it's
case,
not-
but
no, no,
it's
no.
it's
We-
no,
we-
no,
we-
it's a
we-
case. It's glass.
We have established that whenever
Transparent.
LDG uses AI, it
Aluminum.
is no longer AI. It is AS.
Ba-doom-tsh.
What's the S? I'm sorry. I'm a little slow.
Instead of artificial intelligence, it's artificial stupidity, Tim.
It's
All right,
Yes.
let me try this on Darren. Darren, what month has 28 days?
Well, they all have 28 days except for, I believe, well, actually, with leap year, it's 29, isn't it? So, yeah, they all have 28 days.
There we go. Are you happy now,
Yeah.
LTG? Darren got it right.
Oh, of course, he already heard you guys fall over it.
Well, I didn't hear him say
Well, I
exactly
would've got that
28
wrong.
days. I mean, it's kind of like that stupid dad joke that my dad told me forever. You know, how many, if you had 26 sheep and one died, how many would you have?
26.
No, you'd have 19.
But not unless you just died the one.
If you had 26 sheep and one
Okay,
died,
26.
how many would you have?
26.
It's 19. Because you had 20 sick sheep.
I heard
Oh my
26.
God.
See, I told you it was a stupid dad joke. He thought it was hilarious. Nobody got it right. It's like kerning is important, okay?
And if one died,
You would
I
have to
mean,
write that one out for me, man, because I
one died.
Right.
I'd have been
you
yelling
just
at you
change
by
the
now.
color on it.
Yeah. I should have told him. Could you write that down for me?
there would have been screaming.
And no, Thomas, LDG hasn't married AI yet. We're working
You're
on that.
not so bad.
What's the easiest way to go a month without sleeping? No, I'm sorry. What's the? Yeah, I just fucked that up. Never
Yeah,
mind.
you did.
Yep.
Wah, 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 wah.
Let's see. I did Birdle today.
Did too.
What's Birdle?
Easy mode.
Well, I just did the same one. I just did the same one that Bird did, and followed his link in Twitter, like I usually do.
Me too. I wait till Bird plays and then I play. Sometimes I wait for a few people to play because sometimes they throw out a hint to what it's supposed to be.
Well, then
Cheater.
you're cheating. Yeah.
It's not cheating if they're putting.
Yeah, I got it in 3.
Before.
Yeah, I beat you.
LDG got it in
3 hard mode, which always
doesn't
beats
have
the
it-
easy mode.
He doesn't have it listed anywhere underneath.
Yes, I do. I was the first person to post it this morning.
It's not listed there.
And no, 3
You're not
hard
seeing.
does
It's not
make
listed
it-
in birds.
And 3 hard mode does not make it to an easy mode LTG because they're different words.
They're the same words. What are you talking about?
Really? Yeah, you're not here at all.
got all
You
the
get the
words.
same word.
I know all the words. You got all the best words. Words.
Let's see here. LDG.
Where'd you post your? Did you post yours? Did you reuse a letter?
You got yours in 4, Dipstick.
I got mine in 3, dude.
Yep.
Says 4.
It looks like 4 to me. In fact, it says 4 out of 6. Birdle.
Oh, look, yeah, but I'm saying it's hard mode, so it's the same as 3.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. If you followed
Yeah.
the same link to just
No, I thought it was 3. It was
Birdle,
4.
You know
Yeah, okay,
damn
I
well
thought it.
you
I
messed
thought
it
it
up.
was. I thought
Are
it
we
was
gonna,
3.
are,
4.
are
I
we
messed
gonna
up.
have to add
But it's still hard
inability to
mode.
count? Are we gonna have to add inability to count to your many deficits?
No, he's already past that.
Yeah.
You failed.
What stupid
Yeah.
heart in the chat?
The AI told me it was 3, so that must
Now, if you got such big balls, why don't you try hard mode and see what happens to your score?
Wordle to me isn't that big a deal.
Then there's no problem. Do it.
Oh no, but when you lie and say that you
No,
got it,
I was mistaken. I
Hey,
thought
knock
it
it
was
off. Knock it off before you start driving people away.
Just do it.
do it.
Do the Wordle on hard mode. Do it. Well, that was bad.
Uh-oh, Kronos said the magic word. Everybody yay to Kronos.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Helps me forget about my cancer.
I
But
showed
their
that
low
to one of my
prices
buddies
are
at the
rising.
shop. He thought that was freaking sick. I'm like, that's great though. It's funny.
You know what else is funny?
Your
your
foot
foot
Um,
and all the
that hasn't been
barnacles
funny
on
for the
it.
last year.
Barnacles
And all
and
the-
foot fungus. And
Yeah, foot fungus, the ingrown toenails, yeah, all the toe jam, blisters,
the webbed toes.
yeah. Yep, I think we pretty much hit it.
Where's LDG's mother when we need her? Slap him again.
Yeah. Slapping that bald head.
What else can we do to remind things to come? Oh, there is always this to remind LDG of what happens when he's not around.
Who's that? Oh,
That was some that was some waitress. LDG's live streaming on my stream 2 days ago, and one of the workers at the store decided to wave at us.
Were you guys like hollering at her to get her to wave? Or
Dude, they were like yelling at people to like hit me. They're like, I paid $10 tip. Like, you expect me to pay that tip? Like, I don't get what you were.
Yeah, you were the one there. You would have had to have done it.
Yeah, good luck with that one. I wasn't gonna pay somebody
Later in the
for
stream,
you.
Later in the stream, she stood a little bit further back behind and started dancing to us.
Did you like her, Deed? She's your type. You know, I can get her phone number if you want.
Well, I tried to tell you that the other day. You didn't do it, so oh well.
I'll go back.
We got to stream it again so we can watch what happens.
We'll do a love connection. Yeah, just get into your yellow bunny suit though, or your pink bunny suit.
I didn't even know what color my damn bunny suit is. Surprised you didn't tell me to get into the
All right.
banana outfit.
my break's
Getting
over.
old.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Break's over. Darren's got to go back to work. And no, Kronos, I'm not the father because Mama Prey calls me
All right.
not the father now.
I can take the round earth off now. Instant Darren repellent.
Wasn't because it doesn't bother him anymore.
So what's going on, Tim?
Nothing.
Nah.
Just perusing Amazon.
Joseph
How'd the
says
sandwiches
$10.
go?
Yep, whole thing.
Fine.
Good.
No, mine went down all
No,
right.
no
I have
funny
no idea.
customers today.
I
Oh,
have
no,
no
this
idea
stupid
what
one.
Heart Cronus keeps talking about.
So YouTube added a heart to the chat on the people. They're expanding it. There's just a fucking heart in the chat area that you're supposed to press to, like, when you love something, I guess, during a stream. It serves no useful purpose. And all it does is block the chat for the
I
people
don't-
who have it.
I don't see it on my side, so.
Oh, lovely.
Let me,
Talking about like Facebook where it like goes up the side or whatever.
yeah, for some reason, Deej, I don't
That's-
see it
that's
on
a
your
plug-in.
stream.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
that's
see-
not YouTube.
Okay, okay. Now
No,
I
it's
just
not. It is YouTube. It's
is?
confirmed to be YouTube. They say
Okay.
they're only doing it on a certain percentage of users.
Okay, now
I've
I'm
had it.
looking at my chat and I see 100% going up. I see hearts going up. I see something else was going up there for a moment, but now it all quit again. So I don't know.
Let me see if I can get it to show up.
Oh, I know what it is. It's whenever somebody types in a freaking emoji.
No, this is something different. How can I explain?
No idea. It is rather annoying.
No, I think I'm happy in that they finally took it away. From
I
me.
see it
Maybe
on
they
mine
moved
now.
it on. You got it?
Yeah, let me see if I can share it so it shows it. It's going up mine, but it's switching to different things.
If you put the mouse over it, yeah, there's like 5 different options. The heart is one, there's other options if you mouse over it.
It's subscriber only mode. I don't know. I only see it on. Yeah, it's weird. Thank you, Kronos. I looked. Hello, Tommy. No idea what the hell half that shit is. YouTube keeps screwing things over and nobody likes it and they keep doing it. Fuck them. But apparently we must be doing something right because we have 19 people watching at this moment. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Oh shit, now it's up to 22. What the hell?
It's
YouTube's
working.
Messing with my mind. YouTube's messing with my mind again.
They're here to
That's
see.
what they're doing. It was tennis balls. It drew everybody in.
Had to be.
Everybody wanted to hear tennis balls thrown against the wall. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Anybody else got a topic they want to hear from us? What we talk about? We will ramble on even if we don't know what the hell we're talking about. We will make it sound like we do.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
We all are at points.
Okay. I
Oh,
found,
It's LubeTube.
sorry.
LubeTube. What'd you find, Bird?
I found one of my accounts still has the heart thing in there. I'll show it the screen. Present. Share screen. Windows.
Yeah, Thomas sent me a screenshot. His has the heart on it.
Okay.
It's rather annoying. I can see why
Yeah.
Kronos is complaining.
Yeah, I mean, you can mouse over, you have different things, but who cares? It does nothing. And yeah, like if Random Menace had chatted longer, you wouldn't be able to see what he said. And there's no way
It's
to
gonna-
disable it.
YouTube, fix it. We don't want it.
They've been testing it for like 9 months. If you go back, people started complaining about this quite a while ago. It was a smaller test, then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then finally people started realizing what it was. I used to think it was a plugin too, but now it's legit YouTube.
There was a well, I said that because there was a plugin that did that, but they should just put it in a separate, very skinny column where it's only
Yeah.
dedicated for those. That would be perfect. That's how I would do it.
Well, I would not do it, or give people the option of hiding it. But then, yeah, if you
Well,
have to
always
have
that. You always give people the option, but you need it though. You don't not do it because that's a humongous plus for certain channels.
This does absolutely nothing for anybody.
Incorrect.
All right, then what's it doing,
Incorrect.
LDG? Besides being an annoyance.
It'll tell certain channels how they're doing in the middle of a stream. Where'd my fork go? Oh, yeah.
Deej can't even see when people click on it.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. They need to
Well,
organize
I
it so
can
it
see it
displays
ri-
properly.
I can see it right now, but all I see is freaking different icons than the heart.
There
and
should be
that's
all
only-
different emotions.
And that's only if I'm looking at the damn YouTube page, which in StreamYards, I am not looking at the YouTube
Almost
page.
nobody looks at the YouTube page when they're actually streaming.
Yeah, I think that's changing.
I only have the YouTube page up just
That's
for other
excellent user
purposes.
interactivity. Beautiful feature, just needs to be done right. I
think
know
it's a-
certain bandwagon channels will
I'm with
benefit
Tommy.
from it.
Where's the middle finger emoji at? That's what we need. Middle finger emojis. Then I'll send it to YouTube over and over and over. And here we go. We've got 47 Yorktown here. We can blame him for the smoke. Bird said the smoke is okay this afternoon, but tonight it's supposed to get really horrible again. 47 Yorktown while he's trying to sleep. And how did the
Isn't there
hunt
supposed to be
for,
rain coming?
how did the hunt for the air purifier go, Bird?
Absolutely sold out all across the tri-state area. And then Amazon, who was supposed to have one here tomorrow, now says they're coming Saturday.
Oh, dude, you
So-
should have got IQ Air. They literally have like the best next day delivery.
Yeah, but you got to realize, LDG, everybody in New York's trying to buy one, so everybody's selling out quickly.
No shit, Sherlock. Check out IQ Air.
What is IQ Air?
That's what I use. That's the big air purifier I have next to me. But they got, different sizes and stuff. They're air purifiers company.
They're a national
Make hos-
company.
National company that makes hospital grade air purifiers.
See, what do I have for weather coming up? Now, granted, we have not had rain here where I live in over a month now. And we have a 30% chance of rain Saturday night into Sunday. That's it.
Hey, Scotty. Hey, Gorilla Kronos, everyone.
Their website has the New York City area, my local area, with the air quality index. And on the other side, it says air pollution has caused an estimated 7 million deaths each year, with the number 7, like it might change to 8 if we had a bad day or something.
There you go, Bird.
Using
You can
fear to sell tactics.
There you go, Bird. You can blame Scotty also for the smoke.
Nice
Damn it,
homepage,
Scotty.
right?
Now what did Scotty do? Oh shit!
I gotta say, I was listening to Scotty and Jill stream last night, and Scotty is goddamn on point with some of his jokes. I gotta give him a lot of credit. I wanted to sleep, but I was laughing hysterically.
Gorilla said
here.
that he could have mailed you one.
Thanks, Gorilla. But if I had known, I would have just bought one. We had one, but it was old and it not working. But Scotty said there was one point last night on the stream. What was it? They were playing a game, and the main character goes to a planet, and there's like rocks and lightning coming out from the ground. And this guy's like, "Oh no, she went to God Planet from Star Trek V." It just, the timing was just impeccable. I cracked up in my sleep wearing my mask. It was funny.
Now I'm looking at the radar over Maine, Hampshire, Vermont, New York. That should help start clearing some of the smoke out of the air.
The radar?
Yeah, I'm looking at radar right now. I'll show it.
But what's going to help clear the smoke out of the air?
This rain.
Oh, rain. Okay.
This should start to help clear some of the smoke out. And it's just
I wonder if
kinda
that's
sitting
actually rain or is that just dense smoke?
Oh, if you're looking at the radar, it's rain. That's not clouds. That's rain.
there.
Not-
Looks like
that's not
rain
the
to me.
cloud
And the radar has
The
on
radar doesn't-
occasion picked up things other than rain and made it look like rain, but it wasn't rain. Like the radar when the space shuttle got destroyed, Columbia,
Yeah.
You mean a
that
Challenger?
wasn't rain.
Well, Columbia and Challenger. That's why I've said
Oh,
never
yeah.
ride if they rename any more shuttles with a C, don't ride it.
Challenger blew up on the way up. I don't think it had much of a radar return.
Columbia disintegrated on the way down.
Yeah, Columbia was spread over
Forgot about
several states.
Never ride in a spaceship that starts with a C. Yes, Thomas, I see the heart. And Kronos, someday there will be shuttles again. Look like things from Star Trek.
Yeah, but they won't be space shuttles. They'll just be shuttles in space.
And storms will be too strong that you got to beam up and then you start to fade. You find out it's all a dream. And for some reason, the Random Menace likes riding the sea. Cinnabon likes the Fat D. Yosef likes the sea.
Riding the sea.
I wonder if he's referring to a male chicken. And there's Scotty.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey guys.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Thank you.
Hey.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Yes, but he won't get down and do the worm, Tim. So
Yeah, well, you know,
I'm too old.
can't
Can't
ask
do
for
it.
too much.
Lower back things.
Yeah, well, or upper. For my case, it's upper back right now.
Either way, we should have a worm off.
Yeah, yeah. I might be able to do it with the belly. You know.
It's like one of those. What is it? Those gymnast balls, and you just roll back and forth
Yeah.
on your core strength.
Mine's built in.
There you go.
pigs in space, says Jack.
Huzzah. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Because the title of this stream is Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars. They are all desperate. Can't
They all-
disagree. Can't disagree. But specifically with Star Trek, I am curious about one little nugget that does reek of some level of desperation. Hey, Yvette.
What? Oh, there she is.
The Lower Decks Strange New Worlds crossover. I don't understand how that's going to work logically. I don't know how that's going to work in the eyes of even the most whimsical of fans. And I consider myself to be one of them.
From what I've
There's
heard,
a lot of people. Sorry.
from what I've heard, it starts off animated, and they get in some transporter accident that sends them over to the Enterprise in the past.
And
And they become human.
And if that was the only cross-dimensional action that was occurring, I think that I would be allowed to let it fly. But unfortunately, we do have a difference of time.
Yep. And apparently in Lower Decks, it's going to do the reverse, and Pike will show up on Lower Decks at some point afterwards.
Sounds like an easier job for Anson Mount. All he has to do is do the voiceover.
Well, I mean, transporters have been used to travel through time before. So.
True. That is true. It just seems a little like we get to a point where it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's a differentiation of peas and carrots. I don't know if...
I mean, it's all publicity, I guess, or...
True. And we've done it before, like with the 30th anniversary, like Trials and Tribulations, and they did something for the Klingons. Remember, what was the 30th anniversary special for?
I think Voyager, they had George Takei. They
flashback.
brought him in. Yeah, they went back to the undiscovered country.
That was cool. That was cool to see Kang again.
I don't remember Kang. And
It's just over the view screen. It was like another little Easter egg. They meet in a nebula, and of course they do. And Kang is there in a D7 cruiser, I think.
Yeah, he's telling him that yeah, I'm fine. I can. Yeah, I'm going to escort you out of the nebula.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
hey, Kronos, refresh your page. Maybe the heart will disappear. Just an idea. I don't know.
Anyway.
We will find out, because I will be doing live reviews of Strange New Worlds starting next week after they air.
Oh,
And
F&A.
I will be doing a live stream afterwards to talk about it.
What episode is it in the season? Do you know?
It'll be the first episode of season 2 next week.
It's the opener. They're opening with the gimmick episode.
No, I don't think the gimmick episode is the first one, though. I don't know when the gimmick episode is. I just know the first episode is next week, and it should be the first 2 episodes, I think, are dealing with the stupid trial thing.
Oh. I'm not up to speed on Strange New Worlds.
Number 1's
The
found
first
out to
off.
be an augment.
Una?
Yeah, Una's an augment. And it's illegal in the Federation at this time to be one, so they arrested her at the season finale for the last season.
Didn't they find out that Liara Noonien Singh lady was a...
No, she's technically not an augment because she is far enough descendant from Khan that she's not.
See, that's something that's weird. I can't.
No, the weird thing is some point in this season 2, she's going to make out with Kirk.
Ooh.
So
That's strange.
Kirk's making out with Khan's great granddaughter or some shit.
Ooh, that's odd.
Hmm.
All right. Very small universe. Or galaxy, I suppose.
So we'll start finding out next week when I watch the episode, then blow my brain and
Makes sense, man.
and talk about it on stream.
Yep.
Doctor Who one that I was talking about being desperate is basically they are bringing back Mel from Sylvester McCoy's era into Doctor Who again.
For like long term or just a one-off?
It sounds more than just a one-off from what I read yesterday with the news release.
Huh. And is
I
that going to
guess-
be with? Is that going to be with Shooty, or is that going to be with?
That's going to be with Shooty.
Okay.
My guess is that she's been recruited by Kate to work for UNIT. Just my guess. I think that's what it is, though.
Well,
One of the most annoying companions ever with her scream.
Goddamn spam risk calls.
Oh, you like spam.
Oh. Only in the
I
can.
don't like spam.
Spam, eggs and spam. Spam.
Wonderful spam.
Chronos, that was yesterday on Birdstream. I sang it. I'm not doing it again today.
See, and the best part, okay, so again, I apologize for the wildfires, but in Canada, I get Doctor Who and Star Trek on terrestrial television. I can just watch them whenever I want. I don't have to pay a subscription service because the place that I live has cable. I know they're Amish. But Star Wars is the one that I'm just like, so Ahsoka. Like the other two, I'm going to watch and judgmentally watch them because I'm not really paying anything extra except for the price of my rent. But with Star Wars, I got to do Disney Plus. And I'm like, you know what? I do not need a subscription service for Disney Plus. I don't need it for Star Wars. I don't need anything on Disney Plus. So when the Star Wars stuff comes on, that's when I'm just like, they are desperate for subscribers because they won't have me and they've got to do something good to get me. And the only thing Star Wars can really do to get me is go to a theater.
They don't have a lot of us, but that's when we just go to LDG and we watch it through him.
Oh, nice. I'd like to subscribe to this newsletter.
It's just the underground. You go to the underground and...
Fair enough. Makes sense.
I'm really not wanting to see much from Disney at this point either, so...
Are you looking forward to that Ahsoka show?
No, not really.
Do you watch Star Wars anymore, really?
I watched Book of Boba Fett and I watched The Mandalorian.
I heard Andor was good, but I'm not invested enough to get into the political intrigue of the universe or the galaxy that I don't like.
Yeah, I totally skipped Andor. Didn't really care.
Andor wasn't terrible, but it was also a slog. I mean, it had some good actors in it. It had a decent story. I unfortunately still could give a shit about Andor himself. I was more interested in the other character in the show. The guy that played him was the Doctor in Thor. What's his face? Dr. Selvig or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He played a character that was like he was kind of like almost like a contractor for the rebellion, but he also doubled as like an art dealer on Coruscant. who
Cool.
dealt with Mon Mothma directly. Like he was a
How
really
directly?
interesting character. He was like a real cloak and dagger kind of dude.
Stellan
And
Skarsgård.
I liked that character of his, but I mean the rest of the show is kind of like I mean it was okay, but
I wanted to point this out, folks. We are officially back under 800 subscribers. Yes.
Oh, this
noticed that.
happens. This happens every time I show up somewhere. Somebody unsubscribes.
No, we're not going to blame you.
Well, I already accepted responsibility for the fires. I might as well.
You take responsibility of the fires. I'll take responsibility for losing subs.
Sounds like that's great. I love it. This is a great plan. I'm happy to be a part of it.
You know, a month ago I was at 806. I'm at 799. I did
All
it,
right.
folks.
Well then, all right.
And I think it was Cinnabon that unsubbed me because he's saying renounce Hoshi.
Hoshi.
Yeah, he hates all Asian women in Star Trek.
That's a position.
And Battlestar Galactica. And
Oh,
Marvel.
so it doesn't seem like we need many specifications as to where he
Well-
disregards those peoples.
No,
being Asian himself, he has.
I know.
What is it? Is it Chris Farley in Dirty Work? When he had that lady who bit his nose off? That's the only person that I would understand who doesn't like Asian women in anything.
Some weird phone call from Wisconsin is coming in that I'm not answering.
Would you care to subscribe to our cheese?
Bet has 6. I don't know. I don't care. It's not like
It's
I'm
cool.
ever gonna. It's not like I'm ever gonna make money on YouTube.
What are you looking forward to out of the three of the Doctor Who, the Star Trek, or the Star Wars? What do you want? Like, and I'll start with
They're all dead.
no, but Star Wars. If they make a movie, I'll go see it.
No, not me.
Really? Okay.
The last 3 movies was total shit. Screw it. They can't make nothing. There you go. And meow, Moira. Maybe if they come up with something decent for Star Trek, but I don't see that happening either. And Doctor Who's just basically crap now too. So it's like they're all shot. I'm waiting for the Babylon 5 animated movie to come out this year.
Fair enough.
At least that one sounds good.
Yeah.
I have faith in that one.
Did you ever see Shin Ultraman?
Nope.
Did you ever see Shin Godzilla?
Of course, I seen Shin Godzilla.
Did you like Shin Godzilla?
I sort of like Shin Godzilla. I just didn't like the aspect of at the end there where they freeze him completely solid while he has little creatures gonna pop off his damn tail and everything else.
Sure, fair enough. Well, aside from the ending, but you liked the sort of aesthetic and tone and everything, the interactions that everybody had.
Yeah, it wasn't bad there. They're supposed to be out with the new Godzilla movie at the end of the year. Toho is.
Well, I'm just saying, if you enjoyed the structure of Shin Godzilla, because I think, and please correct me, I think if you don't know anything about Godzilla in general, Shin Godzilla is not a bad one to start with.
No, it's not.
And I would say the same thing with Shin Ultraman. I didn't know this. I don't know the square root of Jack Squad when it comes to Ultraman, but Shin Ultraman, that got me invested in so many ways. And it is such a good sort of Superman parable or even parallel.
Yeah, but I don't know much about Ultraman unless Ultraman was also Jaguar back in Godzilla days. That's
No,
all
but this is the thing, is that Shin Ultraman is like an origin. It's like that you don't need anything else except for Shin Ultraman. If you don't care about anything else, and I am a Philistine, I don't. Shin Ultraman was a great movie for a person to say, why do you like Shin Ultraman? Or why do you like Ultraman? And then I think that any Ultraman fan would be like, here, this-ish. I would like to hear from Ultraman fans and see if I'm off base.
I want to see if they make a Shin Gamera.
See, that'd be cool. I thought that they were doing more of them.
Need to bring back some of the other classics. Mothra, Gamera.
Dude, but like Godzilla versus Mothra is a Mothra movie. Like that's a great Mothra origin movie with the little singing sprites.
Twin Fairies.
They're just so it's such a crazy aesthetic. It's such a fantastic movie just to enjoy for the fantasy and the it's great.
Then again, I'm also looking forward to the next Kong and Godzilla movie.
Of course.
And I'm looking forward to the next Ghostbuster movie.
And that's gonna be back in New York, yeah?
Yeah, there's already photos leaking online of some of the sets.
I saw Annie Potts and Patton Oswalt.
Oh no, not Patton Oswalt.
Well, come on, separate the art from the artist, and it's fine. If he's in a Ghostbusters movie, I'm fine with it. I know I don't like his personal politics myself.
He's got politics. I don't like him in general. He's just an awkward actor.
I don't know. I didn't mind him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought he was kind of funny there.
I never watched enough of that show to know that he was even in it.
Yeah, he was.
The only thing I remember him in, honestly, is in Blade Trinity. And oh my God, please! I'm glad he died in that movie.
I am trying to remember what I've seen Patton Oswalt on screen for. Red Letter
Media guys for a while.
Red Letter Media guys for a while. He was in Space Cop. Let's not forget that Patton Oswalt was in Space Cop. But I did get an opportunity to go and see you know how Jason Reitman did the live readings of screenplays for a while?
Okay.
And so he did, I think he did an all-lady review of Reservoir Dogs in Los Angeles, but in Montreal, he did one of The Big Lebowski, and it was Michael Fassbender as the dude. It was Jennifer Lawrence as Maud Lebowski. Patton Oswalt was Walter. Mike Judge was the stranger and the sheriff of Malibu County. Who else was there? Oh, there were other people, but it was a star-studded reading of the screenplay, and it was great. It was really fantastic. And when it came to this is what happens when you F a stranger in the A, he did the radio or the television edit, and he was like, this is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. And it was really, really funny. It was really, really good. Who else was there? There was someone else there. I forget. Oh, Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid played the Big Lebowski. He was not good.
Well, Dennis Quaid is kind of a hit or miss actor depending on the role.
Yeah.
He's good at some stuff, but not at others.
Yeah, he was just there. He was just like, it was I think they were filming an X-Men movie, and so they were all there, and it was like, do you guys want to do the Big Lebowski? Michael Fassbender smoked a joint on stage too, I think. It was great. It was a fun time.
Ew, Patton Oswalt was in Picard.
What? As a voice?
Yeah, Spot 73 voice.
I was a voice in Picard.
Oh, damn it.
At least Philip Gaming was actually on screen for Picard.
True story. That is
was
such an
Walter
awesome story.
Thug.
Looking for the perfect screenshot. That was so great. Yeah, subscribe to Philip Gaming. Like, that's one of the things. I went on an online dating app date with a girl who had her makeup being a Klingon in first season of Star Trek Discovery. She was, and that's why we hung out. We're still friends online.
I would have said that's why we broke up.
No. That was the reason that we never actually did anything more, is because I just fanboyed out the entire time. I was like, so you were on Star Trek? And she was like, this guy just wants to hear about Star Trek
But
stories.
Discovery.
It doesn't matter. Even if it's a GoBot, it's still a robot that changes
Oh my
form.
God, no! Oh no!
Kick him out. They're done.
I
Sorry.
acknowledge. Come on, still, if you're a bad Klingon, that's still better than a Klingon that I've never been.
That's a Klingork is no Klingon at all.
Hey man, I would have asked her to keep the makeup on.
Yeah,
I would have preferred a B'Elanna Torre, but I would have
an orbital bombardment clip.
I would have taken a Terrell if you know, beggars.
This
Oh,
just
boy.
got weird, folks.
Anyway, we're still friends. I never saw it, heard.
You sure?
Never mind, moving on.
And actually, if it's going to be a Klingon woman, I want to bang B'Etor.
B'Etor?
Hell yeah.
Which one's the shorter one? Is it B'Etor or Lursa? Lursa's the taller one.
Yeah, Lursa's the tall one. B'Etor's
Yeah.
the
I don't know,
smaller
that-
one that's got
One of
the-
them's
That's-
dead
we
now,
got an interesting
so
rack.
really doesn't matter.
I
Well,
was just
no,
going
we're
with
just
the
sort of
Klingon rack.
idealizing. Yeah, but B'Etor's a snack for sure.
Who's going to be looking at B'Etor's face when she's got those titties?
I am, because you know what? I'd rather look at B'Etor's face than Lursa's.
I know, but I'm not really going to be looking at the face because of those titties.
I'm sure that there are a lot of biological differences that I'm not aware of. I want to connect with a warrior's eyes, and that is how I will know how we proceed.
And no, Yosef, I'm not ignoring you.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Jeez.
Lies. Deception.
Hang on. Hang
Kalar
on.
though? Kalar or B'Etor?
I don't
It's
know.
Kalar.
First Klingon chick I remember was the one from Star Trek 3. I don't know. She had a nice rack. She pushed them up pretty well.
Kalar, the one that Quark married.
No, that's Worf's wife.
It was Grelka.
Grilka.
Yeah, Grelka. Grelka was hot too.
No,
Eh,
the
she
other
had
one
the-
is Worf's Alexander's mommy.
Oh no,
I
Yeah,
thought
I
they
knew
made
that.
it. I thought it was official, and that's part of the reason why you got to kill Duras, is because when Worf publicly proclaims she was my mate, is basically saying that was my wife you killed, you son of a bitch.
Kadar was my mate.
Yeah,
Claims the right to vengeance.
exactly. There was an order of things.
You have no right here.
And that was a direct quote.
Well, here's my yeah.
the only Klingon that Bird can put back to us is to be or not to be.
I need that.
It's not a woman, Deej.
Can I make a big sword out of that? I can.
How do you know? These days, it's hard to tell.
All right, you guys work this out.
Hard
I'll
for
be
some
back in a
people
second.
to tell.
Never make a big sword.
As long as we all agree that no one should ever sleep with a Ferengi woman. They all look like Moogie. Except for Tim. Tim can do whatever he wants.
What'd I do?
I don't know, Tim. We're just throwing you out there for the hell of it.
Why am I getting thrown under the bus?
Because LDG's too damn quiet right now to throw her under the bus.
Fuck.
All right, we won't throw Tim under the bus. How's that?
Just out the back. At least give me a rolling chance.
No, because you have wheels.
Is That's my fake internet avatar. It's not me, unfortunately. And if I did have wheels, I wouldn't land on them. I know it.
Mr. Lundell said we should all want to sleep with the Vulcan woman. I bet they're all freaks under the sheets.
Pon far, baby.
I don't know. Derek preferred humans, so Vulcans couldn't have been that good. Derek married 2 human females.
Yeah, he had, you know,
Yeah, man.
he did have Cybok too, so he knew both. And he
Yeah,
preferred
but
the
he had
humans.
Cybok was the older, so he got rid of the Vulcan and then went with 2 humans afterwards.
Well, you know what they say: once you go human, you don't come back.
I thought that was Delton.
Deltons were the freaks.
Have you ever seen
Delton-
Persis Kambata with hair?
Yeah,
Not so much.
Deltons
Bald?
are these.
Bald Persis Kambata? Hot diggity.
And Yosef says to Paul from Strange New Worlds could pun fire him anytime.
Enterprise.
Hell, the young T'Pau could have.
Yeah, no, T'Pau. Young T'Pau in Enterprise was cute. No argument.
She was. Now, when she got to freaking Star Trek 4, no.
But that's not T'Pau.
It's supposed to be the same one, though.
No, in Star Trek 4, it is not T'Pau. I will look it up right now. No, it's a different one. Different character.
Yeah,
High Priestess.
I think it's the same one. She was
I'll
just young
check.
in Enterprise because that would fit the timeline.
Are you thinking of? Well, no, you're not. Hang on. Let me look. Let me look at the character's name. Star Trek 4. I can't believe I don't have a hotkey. Oh no, it's Star Trek 3. Star Trek 3. Search. Someone else is going to get faster. It's a race.
I'm not even trying. I'm letting you do it this time.
Well, I'm. My thumbs are working.
I think it's the same character.
I do not.
It would fit the age just
think
right.
Dame Judith Anderson. Her cast name is Vulcan High Priestess, so it could be T'Pau. You know what? It is and that's according to IMDb. Let's see if are any objections to Memory Alpha.
Last Son of K says T'Pau in Enterprise is T'Pau in Amok Time.
Yes. But I'm just curious as to whether or not.
Hello.
Hello, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
That is not T'Pau.
Thank you, Jay.
Sarek calls her by a different name. She's a Vulcan priestess. T'Pau was never said that she was a Vulcan priestess. She was just a friend of the Sarek family.
Well, Kirk does mention it's like all of Vulcan right there. The only person to ever turn down a seat on the Federation Council.
Yeah. Tayla or something is what Sarek calls the Vulcan priestess. If you'll give me just a few minutes, I'll have the name.
Thank you.
I'm pulling up Paramount Plus right now, and I'm gonna fast forward to that scene.
Are we talking about Cybok's mom?
No. Cybok's mom was another Vulcan priestess. This was a Vulcan. This was a Vulcan. What was the title of her? The Vulcan.
On IMDb, it just says Vulcan High Priestess.
Okay. Well, the one that Cybok's mother was a Vulcan
Priestess. Princess.
Princess.
I don't
Right,
think he ever named her.
So
I don't think
T'Pau
they ever
was
gave us a name for her.
T'Pau was the one in Amok Time, and her earlier self was the one that was on Vulcan during Enterprise.
The Forge.
When
Now
yeah,
that
and
was T'Pau.
yeah, when they were taking the Contra of what's his face
Yeah.
to her.
From
Surak.
Archer.
Yep, sir. Archer had the Contra in his head.
Not the Contra. Up,
Whatever.
up, down, down, left,
Ca-
right, left, right. A, B,
Katra.
A, B, select,
Katra.
star. Katra.
Katra. Katra.
Don't worry, I think I got the count
Now she
wrong.
she was good looking in that one.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about Amok Time married to Peter Lorre T'Pau.
She was in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, the priestess that helped reunite Spock's Katra.
That was the same woman.
That's why I thought it was the same one, because she knew how to do the
No,
mind melds and
it's
everything
not.
else, and that's why I thought she was.
It's not
Different
T'Pau. They were going to call her T'Pau, but the woman that played T'Pau was either sick or dead.
Yes, Celia Lobsky.
Well, like they really needed to worry about using the same actress because
Right.
they changed Savick. You know, it wasn't Kirstie Alley anymore. So who gives a shit?
Well, no, but it's
I
interesting.
thought it was the same woman. God, she had old lady wrinkles. She looked like a grandma.
Right, but like
Talar.
how
T'Pau to look like a grandma.
Talar?
Talar.
Nice.
He says,
My
hang
logic
on one second.
is
I'm
confused
rewinding.
when it comes to my son, Talar.
The body of your
The
son breathes
matters
still.
of my son are confirmed.
What
I
is your
stand
wish?
corrected.
I wish for Fal Tar Pon, the Refusion. And she says, what you seek has not done since ages past, and then only legend. Your request is not logical. Forgive me, Talar. T''Lar. My logic is uncertain
Oh,
where my son is concerned. So
Nice.
her name is Talar.
all right. Totally forgot that he actually mentioned her name.
Yeah.
Well, and it's one of those things because and we come to learn this further on in the franchise, but like T'Pau in Amok Time, she's probably like 160 at least.
Yeah.
In the book, it said that she was her age, and it was very old.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
it's
older than
Talar.
160. She looked a day. She didn't look a day over 160. Is what I'm saying. Good looking Vulcan high priestess.
Yeah. Oh, and Bird, you said that Grilka was Alexander's mother. No, it was.
No, I didn't say Grilka.
No,
I did not.
I
Grilka
thought
was
you
who
said
Quark
Grill.
married.
I thought you said Grilka.
No,
Kalar-
No, no.
Kalara.
Kalar.
we
Yeah,
were just talking about an orgy of Klingon women.
yeah.
We were talking
Okay.
about all of them. It
we
was a
corrected
harem.
Themselves all over the place there. So
Here we go. We
Grilka
got
was
the
that woman that had Quark marry her so she could get her house back.
Here we go with the complete explanation right here. T'Pau in Enterprise, and as you scroll down, then they show her in Amok Time, the older version.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
see, I think she looks a lot like the woman that did the priestess in Star Trek 3.
For
It's
sure,
like-
she does. She does.
Looks very similar. You know.
That was Dame Judy Anderson.
Judith Anderson.
Judith
Yes.
Anderson.
Dame Judy.
Judith Anderson.
Now, according to this, she also presided over the marriage of Spock to Pring, and then
That was
yeah.
a mock time.
after that, Or no, she presided over the betrothal
she presided over them
ceremony between
melding
Spock and Saavik.
when they were kids.
Spock and Saavik.
Yeah. Yeah, they got married.
Apocrypha.
Technically, it's not canon, but it was in a book. Him and Saavik got married.
Oh, a book.
Yeah.
There we go.
There are implications between Star Trek 3 and Star Trek 4 as to whether or not
Actually,
Spock was some
Leonard
kind of
Nimoy
child.
said he said that she was staying on Vulcan to have his child, but they
Right.
didn't put it on there because the executive said, "No, let's not do that."
Well, I
And he
can't wait
regretted
until the
not
special
doing it.
edition happens and they deep fake Robin Curtis and Leonard Nimoy, and they do make that scene and say, "Will you please stay with Amanda and raise our child here on Vulcan? I wish them to be of a Vulcan descent." And Saavik says, "I will do so, Captain." And then Spock says, "Call me by my first name." And because Saavik is Vulcan, or maybe half Romulan, we don't know. So this would be the first like Vulcan human Romulan child to be born, thusly becoming balance to the Federation.
Now,
now that we looked this up, T'Pol was in TOS and Enterprise, and the one from Star Trek 3 was a totally different Vulcan High Priestess.
right.
Bingo.
And we have it on screen. I showed it, so now we have that collect. You're not being ignored, Kronos. You're not being ignored, Franco. You're not being... No, and hello, Aunt Jill.
Everyone's being ignored.
Hey, Jill's here. Yay.
Now, in the book, it said that after Spock died, Saavik became ambassador, took over his spot as ambassador, Vulcan ambassador to Earth. But in Star Trek Picard, they say that she was a captain of a starship.
Mm-hmm.
So that retconned that.
Well, and again, and this is a jagged little pill, but if it's on screen,
and it did say that Spock was married
in Sarek.
In TNG.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say,
but they didn't say who he married. But in the book, it said that it was a Saavik.
Huh. That's cool.
He was going, because you see in Star Trek 6, him and Valeris are kind of getting Vulcan romantic, and they were going to probably get married. He was looking for a wife.
She had a Vulcan orgasm right there on the bridge while he was mind melding.
Well, that was.
I always assumed that he kind of got a free pass at her mind because, like, they were dating or something.
Oh, really? That's what the. So it wasn't a complete violation, Valeria.
Right, like it was almost like his wife. Like
Okay.
He wouldn't do that to just any woman, I hope.
Okay, no, that makes sense because it's the only.
Kirk ordered
forceful-
him to do the mind meld by saying,
Well, hold on. Kirk didn't order anything. He just said Spock, and Spock.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He ordered him and looked at him and said, "Spock," and he knew what
You
he
know what you
meant.
got to do there.
I got to
But
do the do.
I do like the interpretation that there was a level of intimacy between Valeris and Spock that was, you must submit. You must. You have to see the logic of this.
That was probably Vulcan.
Neither of us were listening to each other that night, is what he said.
What you want is irrelevant. What you have chosen is at hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were sipping on the Vulcan.
But on the bridge, he said, on the bridge, she says, "I tried to tell you, but you would not listen." And he says, "Neither of us were listening that night, Lieutenant."
Oh, we just gotten this from Phil. Watch out, guys. I am Vulcan. I will mind rape you.
Not if it's
Wow,
consensual.
Wow, Phil. Phil, that's Phil. No.
What if I keep saying yes?
Yeah.
Your plans are
Yeah.
thwarted.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't anyway. You got killed. Worf took care of you.
Yes.
You have no power here, Phil.
Oh. I'm sure that's a Lord of the Rings fan quote, but I don't know which one.
I loved where Christopher Lloyd is trying to get in character, and he doesn't know what a Klingon is, and no one's trying to tell him what a Klingon is, and he goes, "Kamebu Jotane," to that man that he killed.
And Kronos says, "Good luck trying." So apparently, Phil, Kronos is wishing you luck.
Well, Kamabu Judane was, if I remember correctly, I wanted prisoners.
I wanted prisoners.
I wanted prisoners.
Yeah, I know.
He turns around, he's like, "A lucky shot, sir."
See,
this was a lucky shot. Vaporize you.
The
in your
guy
chair.
they hired to write the Klingon language, he was there to tell him what to say, but no one was telling him how to say it. So he just took it upon himself and just went, "Kamabu Jotane." And every time he tried to talk in the communicator, he'd look up in the sky instead of his mouth at the communicator.
It's all right.
They had to make so many takes on that. Robin Curtis said.
Well, I think that's something that is a benefit to the actors and the voiceovers later on and everyone in the production. Like you watch Wrath of Khan and you have the conversation between Kirstie Alley, Saavik, and Spock, and they're speaking English. And that is the only time that you actually see them interact speaking Vulcan, or you ever see two characters speaking Vulcan, or the first time at least. And it was cool. Just in terms of the way that it was a bad lip reading, but the gibberish seemed believable because it worked with the lip movement.
Right.
And it was contextual. And the way that it was performed was conversational. It didn't sound like stilted. And it's interesting that Mark Okrand, when he had to go back and sort of flesh out the Klingon, or not had to, the creatives involved said, we would like to do this with the alien languages and subtitles. So we're not always, it would be goofy if it was always universal translator, even if there wasn't a Federation person there. So you had to get some sort of barking that Scotty came up with. Good for you, Jimmy Doohan.
Right.
And then Mark Okrand had to make that barking into a language with a vernacular and something that worked.
Right.
And even when after it's like Jotinouge, when Christopher Lloyd does it, and then he shoots him, and he's like it's subtitled again, and it's like Atipa or something like that, and it's obvious he's saying animal, but they just had to change. They just had to bad lip reading it. And then put a subtitle, and it's like, oh yeah, no, this doesn't.
Then it goes back to English though, because then you got Korg who's going, "Sir, say your own thing, Korg."
But that was
the prisoners you want. There's life signs on the planet.
Here is Elihu's latest picture, folks. He took a picture of a cowboy.
Nice.
Wow, at least he has priorities straight.
I just started a new playthrough of Fallout New Vegas, so I can't wait to get there.
There's a deleted scene of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, and it's on YouTube. Kirk and David are coming on the bridge after Spock's death, and he introduces to David to Saavik, and they're looking at each other very intently, and he says, "Oh, she's starting to learn. She's learning by doing. She's learning by doing." What he said in the turbo lift with her. And there was a deleted scene connecting that Saavik was a Romulan, half Romulan. The reason why she said "damn" and why she was crying at Spock's funeral.
Yeah,
She was
that was
crying?
actually
She was crying at Spock's
there
funeral,
was
yeah.
in the novelization there was there were a couple lines in the novel that pointed towards that.
Okay, Frank, one last time. I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this one last time, Frank.
Yeah, show the young version too. I want to see the young
Here
lady.
is the young version of T'Pau.
Why does it
She's
say
cute.
do-gooder?
Was in Enterprise.
Why does
Here
it
we
say
are.
do-gooder?
I'm assuming this is like her D&D ranking.
Okay.
It's-
Okay, gotcha.
This is the older version in Amok Time. It's the same character.
Hmm.
Yes.
But she gets way uglier.
Well, don't forget. Like even everything, like her face is longer because the gravity on Vulcan is stronger. So Vulcans do have somewhat more malleable bones to
It's-
associate
it's
with
kinda
that,
like
or
the
there's stronger
thing
bones
that
in a
happened to
lower.
Romulan helmets. You know?
Hey, hold on. Let me finish this so I can get Frank up to speed here. Let me finish this. The one
Yep.
that was in Star Trek 3 was a completely different Vulcan. It
Right.
wasn't T'Pau.
Yes.
No, but
Her name was
T'Pau
Talar.
was in Amok Time.
Yes, this
Right.
is her in Enterprise. This is her in Amok Time.
I get it, but I think he's just confused. I don't
I
think
know,
he's
I-
confused.
That's why I'm trying to straighten it out for him so he knows.
Can I get us in the weeds even further?
No.
Never mind.
Just head that one off at the pass.
But it is
The older and
same.
younger look
He
kind of
was
like the
just pointing
same.
out the difference between T'Pau and T'Pol.
Yeah, T'Pol was the regular Vulcan that was on Enterprise.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
But
all.
T'Pau did show up in Enterprise in a two-parter that took place on Vulcan when she was the head of the Serenites.
Well, and also it was the ship, the T'Pau, that was missing in the Zach Dorn shipyard from the two-parter of Unification.
Right.
When Spock was there, the name of the ship was the T'Pau. So obviously a
Right.
highly revered Vulcan.
Yeah, so highly reviewed they stuck her name on a cargo ship.
Well, apparently, according to this, if you read further, that if Enterprise had went further into the Romulan War, she would have been one that was helping broker peace treaties with some of the other
Mm-hmm.
planets to grow the alliance for the Federation.
Right.
Sorry, I gotta get going for physical therapy. Thanks for
Cheers,
having
man.
me, Deej. And
See you
thank
later, Bert.
everybody. Talk to you later.
Kapla.
And yes, Franco, sorry, I can't. The chat's a little bit behind from what we see, and I was also reading a page and didn't see chat, so there we go. Now Deej is up to speed.
They were actually going to name what was her character's name? You just said it. T'Pol. They were going to name her T'Pau, but they didn't want to mess with continuity. They say.
Well, that
Yeah.
and they didn't want to have to pay
They
the big
changed
license
that.
to make her a permanent character.
Mm-hmm.
It was
That's it.
cheaper just to bring her in for a 2-episode thing.
Well, and that's interesting. Like, I'm wondering how much cheaper it was even to reuse that as a character name. Like, I wonder even in Picard season 3, bringing back Tuvok and Ro, like how
Yeah.
expensive was that? Like,
We'll
just
never
from a
know.
no, we'll never know. But
cannot
it's just
imagine-
curious.
I cannot imagine.
That's why they
Star Trek
changed.
is that expensive. I mean, Patrick Stewart maybe yes, but someone like Tuvok or whatever. They're happy to get
Oh,
jobs.
Ro would have been cheaper than Tuvok.
But I'm not talking about the actors. Like and I'm wondering who was the person who created 7 of 9. to allow Jerry Taylor to be a series regular.
I don't think that even matters.
No,
I
I
think
think
it
they
matters.
still have. They
Jerry
still
Taylor,
Have,
Jerry Ryan is the actress who played.
they still have
Annika
to
Hansen.
pay something to cross characters in that series.
Yeah.
For promotion.
Yeah, but I mean, if the studio owns the character, so they can do whatever they want with it. So,
but this goes back to Nicholas Locarno versus Tom Paris. This is an old.
That's what I
song.
was going to say.
Like, this is an old story, and bringing people back. Like, there, even if you, I think, so I don't have the facts to back this up, but even if you go back to Roger C. Carmel as Harry Mudd, his likeness has never been licensed by his family. The character belongs to the writer, but his likeness, he's been present in video games, and they never get to, like, photorealistically or artistically recreate it. And so Rainn Wilson was sort of that, all right, well, then we can have our own. It's almost like a weird McClory and Fleming feud for different parts of the franchise. Or the guy, what's the name of the guy who created the Daleks? And he was like, I'm going to make a Dalek movie now.
Or Sherlock Holmes.
Well, but I was thinking more about the creators' rights, as opposed, like the creators' rights and the licensing and everything like that, as opposed to the character themselves.
here's what happens with comic books.
Sure.
Now, in a lot of comic books, the artists and the creators, when they do their contracts with the comic book companies like Marvel or DC, a lot of them will, just to get a job, waive all rights to their characters to the comic book company. Some of them will actually have to fight to get it back. Doug TenNapel had to go through hell in a handbasket of legal issues to get his rights back to Earthworm Jim, just so he could recreate the comics and redo that. So a lot of these companies will say, look, you make something for us, it's ours. And they can do with it as they please. That's why I say it doesn't really matter.
It's
a
like,
lot of these writers don't think that far ahead. They think they're going to make a character and they're never going to need it again. And then they find out later, they're like, oh God, I really wish I'd kept that character under my own ownership. So some people will do a contract where, like, their characters are their ownership.
I'm going to point out in the chat, we have an example in the chat. I'm going to point out Terry Nation created the Daleks. Now,
Yes, sir.
Every damn season of Doctor Who has a Dalek episode somewhere in it. They show a Dalek somewhere because they have to, or they will lose the right to be able to use them in Doctor Who. Even though some of them try to say, no, that's not the case. That is the true case of why every damn series of Doctor Who has a Dalek somewhere in it.
Right. And so there's a certain level of extortion there that's saying, okay, you have to pay me for the use of my creation.
Yeah. Well, that's honestly, that comes down to the writers and creators not creating a good enough contract to protect their intellectual, ideas. And it's the nature of the beast with setting up some of these contracts with these companies. Like I was about to say, Ethan Van Sciver, he's doing his Cyberfrog comics right now. Now, he used to do Cyberfrog through Image Comics, but his contract with Image allowed him to keep the ownership of his IPs.
Yes.
So it's his character. He can do with it as he please. So now he's making his own comic books with that character, and no one can stop him. It's his own thing.
Well, and also, as you mentioned, when it comes to getting the initial jobs, if you create a character that is wildly successful for either Marvel or DC, and this is more so back in the day, if you did that, then it was just like, yeah, you created a character, thanks, we'll take that forever.
Yeah.
So it's not even yours, it's something that you made for us, and now it's ours. Thanks, here's your $500.
It's like Steve Ditko doesn't technically own Spider-Man. It's Marvel's.
Right.
Do with it as they please.
Well, Steve Ditko doesn't own much of anything anymore.
No, true, but even when he was around,
Yes. Sorry, that was really rude to Steve Ditko. I like Steve Ditko. Weird dude. Liked him. I like his story. Kind of tragic, but I liked it.
Hard to get a hold of, from what I understood.
Mm.
It's very reclusive.
Well, and he did a thing. I forget who it was, but his name, it's a YouTube channel. Oh, and I forget what it was specifically, but yeah, he apparently Steve Ditko kind of went off the rails and was one of those people that created things and didn't really give a good care if you liked them. Got resentful towards fans, and it's just like
I think he was more resentful to the industry, in all honesty.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I forget.
I think him and Stan Lee had a
I think it's
falling out.
Nerd. I think it was Nerd Sync. I think it was Scott from Nerd Sync that did a video about Steve Ditko and his creation of Spider-Man and his post.
He was trying to get in touch with Ditko, though, wasn't he? Wasn't he trying to get a meet and greet with him or something?
I don't recall. I saw it like a couple of months ago.
I saw a YouTuber like a couple of years ago. I watched a video. He was trying to get a meet and greet with Steve Ditko, and it just never happened because Ditko's like, yeah, I don't. He did get a phone call with him at least, but that was it.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, this is all just wild speculation. I'm making things up, and I'm half remembering stuff.
And him created Spider-Man in a documentary.
I'm sorry?
And Stan Lee. Stan Lee said in a documentary that Steve Ditko and himself, Stan Lee, created both of he and Steve created Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's I think where a little bit of the controversy starts because Ditko was the primary artist, and Stan Lee was more or less the idea man. He's like, all right, this is what I want, and Ditko made it happen. He brought him to life. So Ditko felt he should own the IP, but Stan Lee owned it. I think this is where the entire falling out went with him and Stan Lee. Stan Lee loves him to death, but
I also think that's a difference of career and time in career. Like I do appreciate that Stan Lee did acknowledge the work of Stan Ditko after the fact. Same with Jack Kirby, and it depending on how far to one side you fall in this argument or this disagreement. I appreciate the after the fact acknowledgement from the guy who may have financially benefited from his previous position. Is it too late? Could be, depends. Your mileage may vary, but it's better than say like a Gene Roddenberry not really saying a whole heck of a lot about Gene Kuhn publicly. Like there is something or Bob Kane talking about Bill Finger. It's like there is something about the guy. I was a jerk. I did it because of business, and it was wrong. But if you want to love these characters and the mythology that they've provided pop culture, then I will give over to their artistic vision. I set up the way to do it. I told the story, but they made it come to life. That's a thing that Stan Lee said that a lot of the co-creators didn't really like. They went to their grave saying like, no, I'm going to hold on to the contract.
Yeah.
Hi, Eastland.
Hello.
Like with,
anyway, I've been talking too much, and I got to watch an episode of Quantum Leap.
Like DC did with Superman creators.
Well, yeah. With the not Simon and Schuster. Is it Simon and Schuster?
All right, the question is, you're watching Quantum Leap. What, the good or the bad?
The good one.
Okay.
Okay, so I just found out about a thing. There's an episode of Quantum Leap called I can't tell you what it's called. It's called the Halloween episode. And apparently a lot of bad things happen when you watch this episode. It's season 3. I think it's episode 5 and 6. We're watching those. I've already seen 5. I can't wait to see part 2. Not part 2, but the next episode, because Sam's going to be a lady again, and Scott Bakula looks great in a dress.
Yeah, but just wait until you get to the very last episode where they misspell his name at the end credit.
What, Calavici?
Oh,
No, they misspell Beckett in the end credit of the final episode.
Yeah, well, they misspelled Uhuru in Star Trek 6, so I'm used to that. Typos aren't my concern.
Oh,
What do they-
nobody's Scottish.
Is it Beckett? Like, do they misspell Beckett with like too many T's or not enough T's?
Not enough.
Not enough T's.
They put at the end of the series, they show him leaping away, and then they say Dr. Sam Beckett never returned home, and they misspelled his name right in that.
Well, then maybe Ziggy miscalculated.
Yeah, don't
Anyway.
watch the new one. Don't watch the new one because Ziggy turns evil.
Well, spoilers. Yeah, I'm having too good a time watching the classic. I'm happy with the classic. I don't need to watch the new one. If I hear the new one turns out to be better as it goes along, that's great. I love Ernie Hudson, but I don't need the CSIing of Quantum Leap. But now that Death by Saber is here, everything is perfect and it's balanced. And let's go back to 5. I will talk. That's a great screen.
like
I will see you guys in the
Night
future.
Court. It's better
See you
to watch
later.
the old Night Court than the new.
I only watch New Night Court because I like to judge. Hello, Duff.
I'm in class. Can you guys keep it down?
No, we can't.
Okay.
You just have to mute us.
I will turn my volume all the way down.
What's the class?
I'm in Reno, Nevada.
No, 911. Watch out for the cops.
At the Silver Legacy.
Look out the fuzz.
But let me switch my camera real quick. Well, no. Settings. Camera.
No, Kronos, Death by Saber doesn't fear the Reaper.
Hello.
Hello.
Last time I was on your live stream, I was at the hospital getting my appendix removed.
Now you're out and about.
As you can see, I survived that surgery. And now I'm in Reno, Nevada at a union training. But boring
it's gonna
stuff.
be a team.
Boring stuff, but I'm learning a lot. I just wanted to drop in and say hi. But
Hey,
I gotta
howdy.
go. I gotta go before they chew my ass out.
Yeah.
Hey, what the hell? Oh,
That could be good or bad.
see, they're already chewing me out, so I gotta let you
Yes,
guys
yeah.
go. And
Later.
have a nice, safe one.
Later, Death.
Right.
Now there's 4.
Stranger danger.
Well, actually 3. Tim's muted. Well, 2 because LDG fell asleep, I think.
Yeah, I stepped away from the computer for a second. I am trying to set up my other camera.
Yes, Kronos, you can chew on them. Just make sure that they're clean.
So what was Death by Saber at an AA meeting or something?
Yeah, it's some school. He's learning something.
He said something about joining the union. I said, "Oh, he's going to be a teamster."
Gonna bury somebody in cement. Yes, Kronos, you have to wash an ass first. Wash your ass.
All right.
Now
let's
this
see.
is strange. I can see my, I guess you call it profile on the phone, but I can't see it on my Roku TV.
Works.
It's just blank.
Yeah, you'd have to change your profile picture to something and then change it back to that one and it'll show up again.
But on my phone, I can see it.
Oh yeah, that's StreamYards. You can see it. You can always see it in StreamYards, but it doesn't go out right until you change the picture and then change it back, and then it shows up.
I've done that before, and it still doesn't show it. I don't know what's wrong.
It's a StreamYard thing.
I know yesterday I had problems with my internet going on and off, so I had to call AT&T, and she did something. She ran a diagnostic and then either turned up or turned down the whatever. I can't remember what she said. And it did it one more time after I hung up with her, and so far it hadn't done anything. So I just canceled the technician, because if he doesn't find anything wrong, I'm charged $99.
Yeah, I had the
No.
weird thing yesterday. I was in a King Dolphin stream, and then all of a sudden the microphone quit working, and I had to reboot the entire computer.
Now, if it does it again, I'll submit a technician. But shoot, I'm not going to pay $99 for him to say nothing's wrong. And they should
What's
do
that?
what cable does. Cable used to be Suddenlink, now Optimum, used to charge you $10 a month for in case anything happens, and they have to call out a technician, and they don't find anything wrong, or they have to order equipment or do a wiring. We don't have to pay anything as customers, as long as we got that insurance. And I told the lady from AT&T, I said, you need that, because people like me can't afford $99 for a technician to come out every time. That's crazy.
Kronos, get you an OnlyFans, then you can be a model.
Sam leaked into Jonathan Archer. Now that would have been a good finale. The finale is he leaps back into Sam Beckett.
I kept waiting for at some point in time during Enterprise for Scott Bakula just to say, "Oh boy," just once.
I thought for sure he would have done it when Dean Stockwell showed up for that episode.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
He was good as Colonel Graff.
Kronos, there is no slave Leia outfit because the money has not been reached, and there will not be a slave Leia outfit because everybody doesn't want to see that.
Nobody
Free the
really
sheep.
wants to.
No, don't free the
Oh.
sheep. Sheep are good on the grill.
That's the wrong kind of sheep that he's talking about.
Oh.
He thinks we're all sheep.
No, not this big fat boy.
Then again, LDG has this belief that he's all of us.
I like LDG.
He's not me, though.
Well, I like you.
If LDG was me, he would get on camera right now and truffle shuffle.
Oh, Lord. Don't do that, LDG.
Not me, so he won't do it. I think he fell asleep, so.
Probably did.
Maybe he's still at work.
We could end the stream right now and just leave it streaming with LDG sleeping, and then he would eventually.
Do you know that one day I was on, I can't remember whose live stream it was, and I didn't fall asleep. I passed out, and I came to, and the stream had been off for like 2 hours. I was the only
That
one still
happens.
on it.
It happens.
I mean, I literally passed out. I have a tendency to pass out now and then.
Uh-oh, Elihu actually put up a selfie of himself running around Vegas now. I don't know why he's wearing a Superman shirt, though. He's not Superman. So what's everybody doing this weekend?
Nothing. I'm gonna try to play Jeff Nerdy and Question of Trek. I need to get me a new phone so when I try to connect to the StreamYard, I can get in there faster. This phone, it takes forever.
I'm going to do Jackbox on Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, I may be watching Game Weekend because the new Alpha 21 of 7 Days to Die is out, but only the main game streamers get the first download of it. But we can watch and see what the new stuff is in it, and then Monday I'll get the new version.
Wednesday, I'm going to the Transformers movie.
Not me. Hoping I can go mow tomorrow for work, but no rain still. I don't think anything's going to be ready to mow. I think it's all burned up.
I think we finally got some rain last night. Can't wait to see. I was thinking I can't wait to see the new Transformers movie, but then I saw a couple of clips that was on YouTube, and I said, "Oh no, oh no." I don't know if I'll go see it now.
I haven't seen any of them.
Well, if you see any of them, you're going to be very disappointed.
Is it next week The Flash comes out? I'm not going to watch that.
I want to go see that.
The week after that, Indiana Jones comes out. Don't want to see that.
Nope.
But then my aid worker said, "Well, I got to go to Monroe and I got to take you with me, so might as well go see the movie." I said, "Okay." So I'm going to still go see Transformers, but I know I'm going to be disappointed.
There's actually nothing coming out in theaters until hell, there's actually really nothing coming out that I want to see.
No, not really. But I do want to go see The Flash. I want to see Michael Keaton.
No, I'll just watch the clips online. I ain't spending any money on that shit.
Well, I'm not going to pay full price. I'm going to go matinee.
Yeah, there's nothing really coming out this year I want to go see.
No.
Uh-oh, Yosef's just trying to kill time here so he can do Wordle and Birdle. And yes, Cronus, you can flash all you want because we can't see anything. After I get off the stream, I'll probably go watch last night's episode. Came out of Fear the Walking Dead. That's about it. Kronos says he grates cameras and then he tried to change it to break. No, Kronos, if I don't break a camera, your face ain't gonna do it. Hush.
Mine will. I'm so awesome that cameras just can't handle it.
When I was born, I was the reason the word fugly was invented.
No, you're not.
Yep. Fugly was invented just for me.
No, I don't say anybody is ugly because
I didn't say
we're
ugly, I
all.
said fugly.
Oh, ugly.
Fugly.
Oh, okay.
Fugly
Better
is
say
fucking
fugly.
ugly.
We're all in the image of God, so, and he ain't ugly.
I'm just fucking ugly. I'm fugly.
Well, yeah, I am doing something this weekend. I've got to go downstairs in our lobby and teach Sunday school because our regular Sunday school teacher fell and she went into the hospital and she's back home, but she's still not able to get out. So
Good night, Franco.
I told her to stay and I would do it. I don't want her falling again.
Kronos says if he was 7 and 9, he would play with himself all the time.
Who wouldn't? She was hot in Voyager. And I agree. I've seen Princess. You know, the woman that played the Delton in the motion picture.
Yep.
She was okay with hair, but she was really hot ball. And
Apparently,
what happened?
apparently that Friday the 13th, the game will no longer
Yeah.
be able. You can't purchase it anymore after this year.
Oh wow. And Jerry Ryan was in a couple of episodes of Matlock before she got to Voyager.
True. Jolene Blaylock was in a couple episodes of Stargate SG-1.
Yes. I saw those episodes. I saw every episode of Stargate SG-1.
And Kronos thinks she has a nice bum.
Mm,
Well, I think I'm going to call it an evening. I'm going to go relax, watch some TV. We basically ran out of things. It's almost been 3 hours. And
All right.
I did play tennis balls for Kronos earlier, so he can't be mad.
Boy, what a sale pitch for Walmart. Dang.
I know it.
Wow. Way to use
Even though-
cancer for a sales pitch, Walmart.
Well, it wasn't a real Walmart commercial.
I could see Walmart doing it, but no, that's not a real one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on. We gotta kill at least 6 more minutes for Yosef. We gotta make sure he gets past the time. So we gotta keep him.
He's already ahead of us already.
I know, but he doesn't want us to leave until it's past his time, so he can go play Bertle and Wordle.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So let's give Yosef a little pig to watch for a minute.
Okay. Here it come. I gotta get the intoxicated pig. Look where I pulled that mash at right there. Look at this pig. Hey. Are you messed up, girl? Never seen a damn pig. Yeah, that one there's fine. That one there's fine. This one here is turned belly up. Hey, you. Whoa, ho, ho. Shit, the bed on my. Oh, come here, girl. Holy hell, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, wait a minute, there we go. Wait a minute, there we go. Alright. Shit, the bed almighty. Shut up, dogs. Damn, I'll spend the rest of the night watching this one. Shut up, guys.
Little fat pig.
Yeah, fat drunk pig.
Wow,
Oh, I
he
got
rolled.
something. I got something for Joseph to think about before he goes to bed.
Thanks, Deej.
Oh God. I just
You
saw
liked it. It was better than
Jesus Christ!
Who's your friend? Oh, do you find me sexy? Oh, look at my titties.
Oh, my titties! Ha!
That one is at least funny.
that. I'll agree. God.
well. There is also this one.
Croft was only on the original series. Subaru? Yeah, she just went down. Yeah, don't come. Don't.
Too late.
Hold on.
Richie Poole is gonna hate himself.
Crap. Just a little bit. I shut the camera off. Just a little bit. I shut the camera off.
It's too late. It's recorded on the
Whatever.
internet forever.
He wants a donation.
Oh my god.
At least she had a towel.
That's true. Or we would have got took down. We would have got took down. And yes, last son, she is blessed.
I'm Sissa Prey, and you're watching Deej, the odd one.
I love that look at the end where she looks like she wants to kill Bird.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep.
You're dead to me.
Anyway, now we will end the stream. And Joseph, you only have 36 minutes left to kill. So you can play. But I'm sure somebody else is out there that you can watch. And
Yep.
Cronus is telling us to go away now. Telling us to go away now. So, you know, he's firing me just like Foley.
Am I fired again? Yeah, you're fucking absolutely fired. All your promotions are redacted. Like, dude, why would you have to fuck yourself like that? Why? You're clipping all this shit, aren't you? You're gonna have a fucking montage of all the times you were. I said you were right. I said you were wrong. I said you were fired. I said you were rehired. I said you were promoted during this live. You're gonna have them all and play them on your channel, aren't you? Well, you've absolutely been fired again because you're an asshole. You're fired from talking to me and being my friend and being on my channel. Get the hell out of here. Go on, get the hell out of here.